Welcome back to Live Darts, everyone. It's that time again. It is Premier League preview as the PDC Roadshow rolls into Cardiff, the Welsh capital, for night number 3. Jonny Clayton is the challenger. 2 Welshmen playing. It is going to be an absolutely electrifying atmosphere. No questions there whatsoever. But before we have a look at this week, let's rewind to last Thursday and take you through what happened at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham. The Sheriff of Nottingham was there and Fallon certainly didn't disappoint, but let's run you through the games as they happened. First up, Rob Cross, 7-5 victor over Nathan Aspinall. Voltage stole one a little bit, let's be honest. Nathan was the better player early on, but this game is all about timing, and Rob Cross's timing was impeccable. Broke late on to beat Nathan Aspinall, 7-5, Voltage off and running. Aspinall will be disappointed, but will bounce back, no question there whatsoever. And then from there, Gerwyn Price came from 6-2 down to get a point against Michael Smith. What a great game of darts this was. In the early stages, Michael Smith was absolutely unplayable. But 125 average. They both finished around the ton mark. It was a really good game. Smith missed a couple of match darts. Will be gutted not to have won, but signs are there that Bully Boy has turned the corner. Some vintage stuff, but Price, stubborn, hard to beat right now, even when he's not playing well, which he didn't in the early stages, played well later on, just tough to beat. 6-all draw, really good game. Then from there, the all-Scottish game, World Cup teammates collide as Peter Wright played Gary Anderson, and that finished 6-all as well. Both of them will feel they could and should have won it. They both had chances. Draw probably about fair. Peter Wright's last leg to get a 6-all draw was just immaculate, considering he had a slight ankle problem. Hurt his ankle getting the suitcases out of the car. It happens, I guess. Then from there, all eyes were on Fallon Sherrick as she took on 3 times world champion Glen Durrant. What a game, what an atmosphere. This young lady just keeps delivering on the biggest stages of them all. She was actually disappointed not to win. She was 6-4 up, but Glen, when it really mattered, showed absolute nuts of steel. That 70 finish to get a point with Fallon on a finish, just kudos to Glen. But Fallon, what a star she is. I can't wait to see her in the World Series. Another 6-all draw. Then in the last game, it was Darrell Gurney against Michael van Gerwen. Wow, Michael van Gerwen, sensational. 7-1 victor, high average. I think it's finished at 105. Bang on his tournament average of 105 as well. Darrell should have won the second leg, and I know it's all ifs and buts. If he nails that, then he probably settles into the game a little bit more. He didn't, unfortunately, but Michael moves on. So after 2 weeks, the table is now coming up on screen. Michael van Gerwen, the only person with a 100% winning record, top of the table already after 2 weeks. Are the signs there that it's going to be a tough 16 weeks for everyone else trying to catch him. Then we have 3 players grouped on 3 points. We have Glen Durrant, Rob Cross and Gary Anderson all occupying the top 4 positions at the moment. Just behind them, we have Nathan Aspinall and Gerwyn Price on 2 points, Michael Smith and Peter Wright on 1, and sadly, Darrell, bottom of the table, no points, but I'm sure that will change. In terms of the betting, not much has changed to win the Premier League. Michael van Gerwen still a 10-11 favourite, but the interesting bit is who's going to get relegated on Judgment Night. At the moment, Darrell Gurney 6-4 with the bookies. Do you fancy that? DG not had it all his own, or not had an easy run of it so far. Does up 4-1 and Michael Smith 9-2 make up the bookies odds for the relegation. They are the 3 favourites to go down as we speak. Right, moving on to this week. As we said, night number 3 of the Unibet Premier League rolls into the Motorpoint Arena in Cardiff. 5 brilliant games, and let's run you through them. First up, it is Peter Wright against Rob Cross, and the bookies can't split them. They are both 21-10. This should be a really good game. Rob didn't do much on the Pro Tour at the weekend, but looked good towards the back end of his game last week. I think this is a great price for Peter Wright. For me, I think Peter Wright is playing the better darts, and he's just not quite taken those opportunities when they have come along so far. It'll be a good game. I think it will certainly be close, But for me, I think Peter Wright nicks this one 7-4, 7-5, somewhere around there. So 21-10, I think, is an unbelievable price in the first game. Then from there, it's our challengers match as Jonny Clayton takes on Michael Smith. 5-2, Clayton. Smith, favourite with the bookies, 10-11. And I have to say, on what we saw last week for most of the game, I really like Michael Smith in this game. The signs are there that Bully Boy is nearing his best. Again, if he can just tighten up on one or two, and it is just one or two doubles, then it could be a long night for Clayton. Jonny is very hit and miss. When he's good on TV, he is very good. Take you back to the European Championships when he demolished James Wade with 114 average, I think it was last year. But it's too much a roller coaster on stage. So for me, I think Smith wins this one. I'm going to go 7-4 to Michael Smith, and the Bully Boy picks up his first win in the Premier League this year. Third game on sees world number one Michael van Gerwen taking on Nathan Aspinall. Of course, MVG huge favourite with the bookies at 4-9. Aspinall 5-1. Over a short format, 5-1 is a good price. We've seen on his day Aspinall can do big things on a dartboard, as we saw in the Pro Tour 2 weekends ago. But of course, you're always a brave man to back against Michael on a stage. He comes alive. For me, the important part of this game is early on. Nathan needs to win 2 of the first 5 legs for me to have any chance. If not, I think Michael runs away with it. I'm going to go for a Michael win. I'm going to go 7-5. I think Aspinall pushes him close, but 3 from 3 for the big green machine for me in the Premier League. Up next, the home time coming for Gerwyn Price. Last year, Cardiff was electric for Gezi. This year, he's got Darrell Gurney. Darrell's getting the short straws, isn't he? He played Anderson in Scotland. He's got Price in Wales. Tough run of fixtures for Darrell Gurney. And this is probably the only time of the year where the fans will be absolutely 100% pro Gerwyn Price. Like I said, last year it was an absolute electric atmosphere in the arena, and I'm expecting just exactly the same this year. And right now, Gezi is playing the better darts for me. Only just, like I say, Darrell might be bottom, but there's signs he's played some really good stuff in spells, and it's just a few loose darts here and there. But sadly, for me, I think it's 3 defeats from 3 games for the Northern Ireland star. I think Price wins this one. I'm going to go 7-4 to Gerwyn Price in this game. Then last up, Glen Durrant taking on Gary Anderson. This is a real intriguing game. 2 completely conflicting styles. Duzza was gutted not to have 4 points. He said Fallon played really well, but before the game he targeted that as a win, so he was disappointed not to. Gary, like we've said before, is millimetres away from producing his A game. We've seen it in spells on the Pro Tour, we've seen it in spells on the TV. It's good for Gary Anderson fans. Durrant 2-1, Gary Anderson evens at the moment. Real tough game to call, because we all know Gary likes to get on with it, and Glen won't let him do that. Glen will play at his own pace throughout the game, which Gary has struggled to adapt to before when he's played the likes of Mensur Suljovic. But I think this is a draw for me. I think this is 6-all. Looking forward to this game. I just think that Glen comes alive on stage as well. Real clutch finishing when it really matters from the 3-time world champ. But I don't think Gary will lose either. In the comments below, drop your score predictions, whatever platform you're watching this on, whether it's Facebook, Twitter or YouTube. Get your comments below for score predictions for night number 3 and see how you get on. If you haven't already, head over to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, turn notifications on, the little bell icon, so you never miss a video here with us at Live Darts. We're now over 20k subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you very much from both Jay and I. And of course, in the build-up and on the night, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you can't be there to watch it live, we have everything covered here at Live Darts across all platforms, so you don't need to go anywhere else this Thursday for the Unibet Premier League. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us as always, and we shall see you on the night live in Cardiff.